Hi everyone, this is Karen with KMK Creative Cuts and Designs, and today we're going to be doing scrapbooking. And I have a lot of it already pre-prepped, but I still want to show you how to do it individually, step by step, and it'll be a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun with sunflowers this past month, and so I'm just continuing that and wrapping it up today. And so let's get started. So we're using the Celebrate Sunflower stamp set. And I had a class on this and we had a lot of fun with it. Really enjoyed it. Enjoyed getting to see everybody and catch up. So there's the actual stamps. And we're also going to be using the dies with it. And the dies are, let's get right to that, on page 166. And there it is. The other designer series paper we're going to use is In Good Taste, and it's on page 132. So this is the paper that we're using today, and it came from In Good Taste 12 by 12 designer series paper. All right, and then we are also using 12 by 12 cardstock, and we're using the assortment of neutrals on page 126, and we're using Early Espresso from that. The other paper cardstock we're going to be using is Petal Pink, and let me get to this real quick, Gray Granite, and then our basic white, and Calypso Coral. Now the basic white also comes in 8.5 by 11 or 12 by 12 size. All right. And the other item we're going to be using today is the mini Stampin' Cut machine. Let's see if I can get to that real fast. So we sell a mini Stampin' Cut embossed machine, and that'll hold up to 3.5 inches, and that'll hold that whole sunflower die. And then we also sell the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and that is 6 inches wide. Now, here's the deal. Right now, Stampin' Up has celebration going, and when you join Stampin' Up for $99, you get to choose what you want for $125. And guess what? The Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is $120. So for $99, you would get the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine for that's valued at $120, and you'd even have $5 left over to purchase whatever, to get free for whatever else you'd like. A nice little packet of embellishments. But that's just one option. And then during this month of August and September, you also get to choose one of 10 different select bundles in the mini catalog. And those values are like $30 to, I think, almost to $60. But, I'd say the average is like $30 to $55. So it's a great time to join, and if you're at all interested, don't forget to give me a call or email me at karenkopfer.stampinup.net, or you can contact me via Facebook and direct message me. All right, so let's get started. So this is our 2-page design. Now I will tell you, I took one sheet of this and cut it in half. If you want to make sure it lines up perfectly, then you're going to take 2 matching sheets and cut the top part off, the top half or the bottom half, and put both side by side, and then they'll match up. So I was just taking one sheet, and that's why you see what I'm saying? They don't match up, but I still like it, so I'm still going to use it. And this sheet came from the In Good Taste packet. And this is your basic white, and this is that early espresso. All right, and so we're going to make some of these flowers and leaves. So let's do that right now. I already have it set up on our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And again, this is at least 3.5 wide, and it takes that whole flower. Now this is the top part, the outline, and I already had this one cut. You can see, so I already had it cut and ready to go. So let's do this, get this started. Get my and this is Mossy Meadow cardstock. There we go. Looks like my leaf got off a little bit, so you'll have to bear with me on that. But there we go. And then, I don't know, for those of you that haven't seen this before, you can just snap it up and carry it with you. It's really lightweight. That's the small one, the mini one. The other one is bigger and heavier, of course. So, we're going to take this off, and it looks like I just barely made it with that. And there's our two other little mini leaves. And one thing I wasn't thinking about was normally when you have these, then you would, I have a little brush that I would push this out with and not have to use my fingers like this. Our little handy paper snips would work as well. And you can, where the little holes are, you could just punch it real quick. And we're just going to pull that off. And this is what happens when you don't have the right tools right in front of you. Okay? So there is the leaf set. And we would just glue that on. All right? Now I did 2 of these and 1 just plain to make my flower. All right? And we'll keep these leaves up there a little bit. And we're going to have the same situation for this. Normally I'd have my little brush that I'd push all of this out with. And it would be really fast. But it still won't take too long doing this. But now you know why it's so much handier to have the brush. And we're just pushing out the pieces we don't want. I got it. While I'm messing with all of this, I'll tell you a cute little story. I was at the shoe store, and I have difficulty finding shoes that will fit me appropriately and that I also think are cute. You know what I'm saying? You want them the right color, the right style, you want them cute, you want them the right size, all of that stuff. Now I'm not poking these out. This is just helping me to push it out so I can separate it from the die. And again, the brush would have done all of that for me. It would have pushed all these little pieces out. So anyway, I have several shoes out that they're trying. And these two cute little girls, they're, oh, I don't know how old they were, like 4 and 7 maybe. Maybe not even 7. They come around the corner and they see me and they just stop and they look at me and then they look at all my shoes that I'm trying on and they said, "Are you trying on all of these shoes?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're again so cute. They said, "Do you need help?" And they immediately sat down on the floor in front of me and started, the brushes would have knocked all those little pieces out, okay? Sat down on the floor and started to lace my tennis shoes up that I was trying on. And they were just so cute. And I thought that was real helpful. The lady that owned the store was like, "I wish I had a camera," because she would have loved to have a picture of it. Okay, so we have our 2 pieces of paper. Move this over as much as I can. Hold on. Our 2 pages. All right. Well, one more thing. I did also stamp this one in the petal pink. We'll do that real quick. And by the way, I did get the tennis shoes I was trying on. You know, when I think of tennies, I think of the way they were when I was a little kid, and they're so far different than that. All right, so then you would again put this on and run it through the Stampin' Emboss machine. And then what I did, we're going to pretend I did that. Normally, I cut these things about 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch above where the stamp image outline is. But I just cut real close to where it is, where these were going to be, where the leaves were. Normally, I like to leave that much of an space around the image, but this time I'm going to be putting leaves there, so I wanted them as close as possible. Now imagine when I get here that it's already been die cut. And a die cut image will leave you a little spaces around that. So this one was die cut. All right. And then I just cut off the leaf section. And then these are the 2 little leaves we just die cut. All right, so you would just glue them on, and that's how we got that. Okay. All right. So for this, you cut out 2 of these and 2 of these. And then you would just take your glue and put it around in the center. I call it the center of the donut part of the stamp. If If you want to, you can find little spots that have like a little bit more cardstock in the cutout filigree and just put a little dab of glue there. Now how I match them up is I like to find some kind of landmark architectural, and then I look for these 3 points right there, and then I find the 3 points on here, and I'm gonna line those up, make sure it's all there, and then just press down. And there we had our flower. So then we did the same thing with these. I left one plain, put my little glue on these, just on the spine. I actually just did the spine. Can you see? I'm just going up the spine and put the 3. And if you really want to, you can do one more there. You just don't want to go crazy because you don't want the glue to be coming out. So this is just to show you that you can do. And then start with your base, line it up, and press it down. And you got your little, it's wanting to focus on there. You've got your little leaf. And again, 2 of these with the raised part and 1 plain. And that made this. Okay? So let's put it all together. Let's see how well I can remember how I did it. I don't think I can find my picture real fast. Let's see. Hold on one second. I think I might almost be there, and then it'll look so much nicer for you if I can do it the way. There we are. Okay, so I'll move this over as much as I can. So I started out with these, and these are probably 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. All right, and we're going to put it there, and another matching one here. And this is going to be my little journal box. I'm going to put that there. Actually, it goes that way. And then this one, same size as those 3. And this one is 375 by 4 1/2. And we're just doing that. Oh, okay, I must have had these this way. 375 by 4 1/2. All right, and then we're putting this there. And this one there. And this little guy right there. And what did I do with my other little guy? Well, we'll pretend we have another little guy. We'll remember that he's supposed to go there, but I want, for today, we're going to put him here so you can see that. And then each one is going to get this. All right. And I cut this out, and then I just used our punch to add the little tail. And there you go. This is going to go underneath there. And again, we're going to put this guy underneath there. So let's move this aside for right now. And I'm going to stand up because it makes it so much easier for me to eyeball when I do that. So, and you'll just have to work it out to what's best for you. All right, so we're going to start here. So let's just put a little bit of, you can use the Tombow glue, or you can use your adhesive tape. Okay, get an idea of how we want it. So we're just going to put that down, and while we're doing that, we're going to use our Stampin' Seal Plus. Just put a little, you don't need a lot of it. Just going to put it in the corners, actually. Okay, so there we got that. And this is the mat for your picture. All right. So we know we want it like that, so we can put a little bit of glue on there. And then yep, I think I want it like that. We can put these little guys on there. Sorry for my arm being in the way. Let's see how we like that. Put it down real quick and just kind of see. Yeah. All right. So now that one's down, and we're going to do the same thing for this. Use our little tape. I think it's sticking on this side for me. Apologize. And kind of get an eyeball of how you want it. Okay, so we have it about like that. And again, it's hard when you're sitting down, but I'm trying to do the best I can. Let's see. All right. Okay. Looks pretty good there. And we're going to do the same for this. This time I'm going to add a few spots. And this is your journal box. Now, I know a lot of people say, oh, I can't write. But it's really important for when people go back, you know. I still get really touched when I see my mom's handwriting on something. So it's important to have your own handwriting on here. It's important to add your dates and times when you were there. That all that stuff makes a lot of difference. Let's see. even it out about like that. Okay. I want to give enough room. We're just going to center it between the open space between here and here. Oops, that's what happens when your finger gets a little sticky. That's just my cushion as I'm moving to get back up, trying to see. All right. Okay, and then this is going to be like that. And again, we're just going to add a little bit of the Tombow glue. And I think basically what I'm going to do is put this right here. And the other one right here. Kind of let them meet. Go up a little bit. Okay. And we'll just put this in the, we're going to move them in a little bit more. Okay. So we have one page done, and again, this would match your full size 4x6 print, and then this will give you a chance to journal. All right. And we're going to do the same thing. Put a little glue on here. And I think I'm just going to use the glue. You don't need a lot, because remember, it's going to be in protective. I guess I want them down a little bit. Okay. Make sure he's straight on there. It's the one thing nice about the glue. The thing I don't like is I'm not one of those people that can mess with glue and not get it all over themselves. There are people I know, but most of us tend to have glue and get it all over. All right. So again, we're just going to put a little bit of glue on the back and match it up. And these are for pictures. They're the mats for the pictures again. And part of the reason you don't need a lot is glue, and that is because usually your scrapbook pages are inserted into plastic. All right. Then we're going to do the same thing for this. I just want to make sure I get enough there. And these are going to just stand up like that. And oh, okay, so I want them up a little bit more closer. And that's what you do. You just play with it till it's what you like. Okay. Now, remember for our picture, oh, guess what? I found my other one. Haha. So a little bit of glue again. And we're just going to put this one right between the two pictures. Now, I needed to be careful that I didn't put it down, the glue, so far up on this that you wouldn't be able to get your picture underneath there. All right. So there you go, your 2-page spread. And you journal there, your picture's there, and it makes it so cute. Thank you, everyone. I sure had a fun time with you, and I hope you liked this 2-page spread. There, can you see it better now? And that's where you can put all your beautiful pictures that you've taken. It is celebration time, so anytime you purchase $50 or more prior to the shipping and handling and tax, then you get to choose from the celebration catalog a free item that they have listed there. And then again, it's a wonderful time to join Stampin' Up! And be part of the Artful Crafters and get to be part of the Stampin' Up! Community, get a discount on your stamps, and have a fun time. And you meet a lot of friends along the way. And again, it's $99, no shipping, so you do pay the tax, and you get to choose $125 worth of free products. And you get to, during August and September, you get to choose 1 of 10 bundles. So have a good day, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the scrapbook pages. Bye-bye.